Hi, this is Matt, and today we're going to get you going on the ORATS backtest scanner. Alright, as the name implies, we're going to scan for an option strategy. So the first thing I'm going to do is open up this drop-down box and choose a strategy. I would like to do a 1:2 put ratio spread, where we'd be buying one put and selling two. The next box down is a back-tested strategy. We're going to ignore that for now. The way you would use that is to put one of the ORATS pre-run strategies in there and go get those parameters. There are also stock parameters here. I'm going to be testing a SPY, my stock list, so I could enter other names as well here, but today I'm just going to do the SPY alone. So if I were looking at stock prices, I might put a minimum and maximum in. So I would put maybe a $5 minimum, comma, $500 maximum is how that would look. If I wanted to filter on days to earnings, let's say I didn't want to trade anything unless it had at least 10 days to earnings, and then I might say however many above that. And option volume, let's say I wanted something that traded at least 1,000 shares, so then I would put a high number after that for my maximum. But again, I'm not going to do that, so I'll just type in off for all these, and let's go down to those are the stock parameters. Let's go down to the option parameters here. Now you'll see that I have a leg 1 and a leg 2 for this strategy. If there were 3 legs, like in a butterfly, there would be values here. If there were 4 legs, like in a condor, there would be values here. And you might also notice that there's a leg 1 versus leg 2 relationship that we'll talk about in a moment. So I'm going to set this up. The default values have come in. Whenever you click on a different strategy, you'll get the default values coming in here. So the default values will change a little bit. The trade percentage, so what we're good with, we're going to buy one put. Mid-market is 0.5. 0.75 is traveling a little bit farther to buy, and selling a little bit closer to the offer. So not quite as aggressive as a mid-market execution. I'm going to want to spread this 35 to 56 days out to capture all the second months. So I might say 35 days to 75 days, and make sure I do the same for each one since I want them in the same month. The delta, absolute delta of the put, I want this one to be a mid-market, so about I'm not a mid-market, I'm sorry, an at the money, so about a 50 delta. So I will have a range, maybe 2 below and 2 above, so I'll put 0.48, comma, 0.52. And for my selling of 2 out of the money puts, I want those to be about a 30 delta, so I will do the same thing and say 0.28, comma, 0.32. So that should capture my 50 delta and my 30 delta. Forecast ratio usually varies between 0 and 2, but I'm just going to make a large range here, and that'll be it for my parameters that I set up. We'll talk about these in another show. And then I'm going to press scan and have a look at what are the current SPY puts that are coming out. Now if I scroll to the right a little bit, I'll see that I am getting back, this is leg 1 and leg 2. The ratio means buying 1, -2 means selling 2. And the July expiration, here's the July weeklies. You'd be buying the 12, which is near the money, and selling 2 of the 207s. How does the delta look? well, 49, so that's about a 50, and 30 is about a 30, so that looks pretty good. So I'm happy with those. I'm happy with those results. You could also specify how wide you want the strikes to be on a minimum and maximum. Right now it's between 1 and 10. You could also specify by delta how wide you would want it to be. And the way you would do that is you would add up both of the legs. So you might say, well, and I'll just do that in a formula over here. So if you're buying one, so that's a negative 50 delta, and then adding to that a cell, so adding a cell, so plus minus 2 times a negative 30, and so you're probably looking at a delta of about 10 delta positive for this spread. And so what you might do is, if you wanted to put a minimum and maximum there, you would say, well, maybe I want a 0.08 and a 0.12 as my range that I want to see only trades that meet those criteria. If I press scan again and wait, so that's cut out a couple of the trades. We could see which trades, so it looks like it cut out the July trade. So we could just determine whether we want to keep that in or not. And the date differential, this is saying 0 days minimum, 0 days maximum, so we want the days to match up. We don't want to do a calendar, for example. So that is a quick introduction to getting the scanner going. For the next video, we're going to look at below how to get the backtest parameters going, and then looking at backtest statistics after that. Thank you very much, and look for you on the next video.